What's up, folks? How's everybody doing on the YouTube? I'm here trying to do a film and talk and remove this body off of this 928 engine torque tube. Is that thing off? Nope. Oh well. I'll take the crap off. Anyways, come on. Is that light? There we go. It's off. Okay. Everything's loose and the body has come up a little bit. It did hang up in the back. The rear lower control arms were hung up in the body. So to lower it, loosen them up, pry them, put some penetrating oil in there to get them to release. So everything's all released. Everything's ready to go. So I'm just started filming again to let anybody out there that may be passively curious as to how these cars were built. And I know I'll probably get some opinions on that, but that's okay. As I said the other day, if you watch the videos of these cars being built, you'll see that they were built on the yellow dolly. Similar to that, but of course Porsche's was much better. And that's how they were built. Engine, torque tube, transmission, rear end, all that stuff is one. And then they brought the body down on top. So instead of being the typical Chevy 350 guy or a Mopar guy to pull the motor out, we're going to do it the way the Germans did it. And this is the second one that I'm doing. I'm able to go a lot more quickly on this car because it's the second one. So in this dolly I built for Richard in Atlanta, this is going to him. He's giving me an S4 motor because remember my red car I did a couple years ago? Well, I need a motor for that. He's got one. He's got a couple. I'm going to go there and pick one, and we're gonna do the deal. But I'm going to raise this up now so you can see. This is how everything should probably be serviced at once. These things are notoriously expensive for maintenance, and they languished in America for the past 30 years because of the deferred maintenance. But if you do this, and I'm not suggesting anybody should do this because this is a very time-consuming, very expensive process, but this car I've pretty much cut in half the time to do this compared to the red car I did. So you can see I left the control arms on, left the suspension on. These are all going to come off because I'm going to put the body in a rotisserie and I'm going to media blast it and bring it back that way. And hopefully my S4 will be done and gone within a year because I want to sell that thing. I'm going to put a big ridiculous price tag on it and try to sell it. And this one will be the car I drive on a daily basis. That's the intent. But anyways, let me go ahead and raise this up and you can see what's going on. Oop, wrong way. Now I do have a wiring harness in here that I'm going to sacrifice and cut simply because it's so old, and why try to save it? There's plenty of people out there that make new ones, so I'm not even going to fool with it. I'm just going to chop it. Cut it, and worry about that later when I need to worry about it. But right now, I'm not going to worry about it. If I can cut it, but it's a lot of wires in there. There we go, cut. Okay, everything now is free, and it will come up and off. There we go. wire here in the rear end. Nope. Well, that came unplugged, which is fine. So, let me go over here, check these corners, make sure I don't have anything gonna come and haunt me and break. Of course, the motor mounts on this car are totally wasted. They're just floating. But let's keep raising this sucker up. This right here, folks, is a body off a 928 Porsche. And I kind of like doing this. I started doing this on the red one 2 years ago just out of curiosity. The best way to learn about something is take it apart. And guess what, folks? This baby and the red one has been taken apart. So this is what was hanging up right here. This lower control arm, and I guess this is a toe in camber, whatever adjustment, but that was crooked. So it was jammed up in here, twisted. So I put some lubrication in there and it came right out. Now I did make a couple choices of compromise and damaging. Emergency brake cable, chopped it. The accelerator cable and the power, what is it called? I'll just show you. There's two cables here I cut. These two. Those two right there, chopped them. Figure it's easier just to get them later. Because this is where I needed to go. This is what I wanted to see. This is where I wanted to be. Right here. Today. So now, this is going to get loaded up on my trailer. You know, I'm going to Third Coast mañana on Sonntag. Sonntag, I'm going up there tomorrow. Just so you can see, folks, I'm kind of proud of this. I do like doing this kind of work. It is kind of fun. It's kind of different, but it is fun. So I may be actually setting a trend here for maintenance on these cars. Some of the guys out there that do this, or this kind of work, you know, specialize in motors, timing belts, or whatever, rear ends, torque tubes, this may be an option because everything can be serviced at once quickly and easily like this. I mean, everything. I mean, complete everything. This right here, these worn out bushings, boom, 10 minutes, you got new ones. All this here, you can get inside the transmission, service it, check it out, everything, okay? And whether or not someone chooses to do that, that is entirely up to them. But I choose to do it because it's kind of fun. Okay, folks. That's about it, and I'm going to put this down and just say that we have, this is going in the car, we have success. Another car, another 928 body off, number 2. I don't plan on doing any more unless I buy another car or somebody sends me one to do. Or they hire me to build them a chassis dolly like this yellow one down here. So, till then, tschüss.